Lesson 9, pages 52 to 57. The van hovered above the solar system while the astronomers pressed their noses to the windows to watch the planets turning. In the middle, the sun stayed perfectly still, like the eye of a storm or the center of a wheel. What is this madness? Aristotle scoffed. These planets are making an oval shape as they orbit the sun, not a perfect circle, gasped Copernicus as he stared out the window for a closer look with his bony hands pressed to the glass. Pythagoras, you even got that wrong. A friend of mine, Johannes Kepler, told me about oval orbits, but I didn't believe him, said Galileo sadly. You think you have a problem? Aristotle asked. My whole theory is apparently incorrect. And with that, he burst into tears. So this one is actually Aristotle. Relax and listen to the music, said Pythagoras. There is no music in universe, you fool, snapped Copernicus. Jess decided that she didn't like Copernicus very much, so she interrupted. Well, actually, I think you'll find there is music in the universe. In 2014, a probe landed on a comet orbiting the sun between Earth and Mars, and the probe picked up a noise the comet was making, which some people described as singing. Pythagoras beamed with delight. Music, he said. I wasn't wrong about everything. Aristotle sniffled. I want to go home, he moaned. So do I, said Aristarchus. I have a lot of work to do, said Thales, stroking his beard thoughtfully. Me too, Anaximander sighed. I have to rewrite everything. Galileo was polishing the lens of his telescope with the tip of his nightcap. Apart from Pythagoras, who was humming happily, the rest of the astronomers looked a bit sad, and Layla started to feel guilty. Try to think about why Layla's feeling guilty, and not Jess. Maybe we shouldn't have taken the astronomers into space and shown them their mistakes, she said to Jess. What will happen if they change their theories when they get back home? Then I guess the history of astronomy will change forever, Jess answered. Layla felt uncomfortable as the van turned toward home. She didn't want to change history, she thought, as the van rocketed away from Neptune. Goodbye, pretty rings, said Anaximander as they passed Uranus and Saturn. Goodbye, great red spot, said Thales as they passed Jupiter's great red spot. Do you think it's going to end well? Or will they get in more trouble? Let's see. Approaching Earth again, Layla made sure that the clock was set to Thales and Anaximander's time, and brought the van down through the atmosphere until they were safely parked beside the glittering Adriatic Sea in Greece. Seagulls squawked overhead while crabs investigated the van's rubber tires. Hey, let's give everyone a present, Jess suggested, like a souvenir. That's bound to cheer them up. Layla and Jess hunted through their pockets, checked the glove box, and opened the overhead lockers in the back of the van, looking for presents to give the passengers. They gave Thales a picnic plate, a nod to his theory that the world was flat. Anaximander received a can of beans from the van's tiny store cupboard for obvious reasons, though he didn't seem to know what to do with it. Layla passed Galileo the polishing cloth from her father's spare glasses that he kept on the dashboard, thinking it would be useful for his telescope, while Aristarchus accepted a pencil. Pythagoras received a bell from Waffles' old dog collar, and Copernicus was given a small bag of pretzels from the glove box. Layla felt so bad about Aristotle that she gave him her watch, which he accepted, still sniffling. Goodbye, Thales and Anaximander, Layla said nervously as Jess opened the van door. Forget all about us and write your theories so that the future astronomers can study them. Could you do that, please?